Right guys, welcome to our new machine. So we've recently bought this. We've had it now for what we had it probably a couple months, month or so at least. We bought it off a chap we know, um, which we're really happy with the machine. It's been pampered and looked after all its life. It's 2017 Takeuchi TB216. Expanding tracks, all that kind of good stuff. It's got Pro Lock quick hitch on it, the wedge type, Rhinox buckets. I've kept some buckets from our old machine as well, just because you can never have enough buckets, can you? You know, anyone who works in this game. But yeah, really tidy machine, full cab, heater, radio, you know, all the usual bits and pieces you get with them. Come with a full manual pack. I think it's probably even got the original bill of sale with it. Genuine Takeuchi tracks still on there, which are pretty much like new. And as you can see, I mean, it's absolutely pouring it down with rain, but as you can see, it's an extremely tidy machine. It's original paint, never been painted. Everything works just like it should, real tight. Clearly been sort of, you know, well looked after and all that. So James, who we bought it off, thanks very much for selling us the machine. We're over the moon with it. Thanks for looking after it, and we'll try and do the same with it as well. Typical England is absolutely tipping it down with rain, so getting soaked doing this, but yeah, genuinely you can see the condition of it. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's dirty, it needs a clean, but you can see, you know, it's been looked after. The bodywork is immaculate on it. Like I said, original paint. And you've got, you know, that's pretty much the extent of all the anything it's got wrong with it. You know, just a slight little graze on the back there, which is pretty good. It's got we bought it on, I think it was around 1400 hours. It's currently sat on just over 15 now. Excuse the mess. We do try and keep it as clean as we possibly can, but it is horrendous weather at the moment. Try and do this. It's going to bleep and go and make a noise.
Morning, I think.
But yeah, really nice machine. Really happy with it. Try and show you as much as we can of it. But yeah, it needs a bit of a clean. It's done. We've done some work with the weather has been all over the shop at the moment, so we can only sort of do what we can do with it, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a really nice machine. Really happy with it. We've made some videos. We've got some videos coming out. I had to quickly do this video because the first video, the first job we did when we bought it, is going to be coming out soon. So yeah, so we thought we'd get this introduction in. Just a quick video. Big up to James's kids as well. They watch the channel. So thanks very much, lads. Great to see you when we seen you last. And yeah, like I said, we'll look after the machine for your dad. But yeah, really happy with it. The old machine's gone. We sold that within 24 hours of it going up for sale. That went to someone local. I won't mention names just in case they don't want anyone knowing where the machine is, because obviously these things go missing for a pastime. But yeah, it's relatively local. We delivered it. They come and looked at it. They paid the price. They paid the money for it. They were over the moon with it. That, you know, it was a good little machine. It was tidy. But yeah, it was time that we sort of took the next step. Main reason for buying this machine: one, it's obviously a lot newer, a lot less hours, and like our old machine, I think he was up to about 5,250 hours ish when we sold her on the 2005. So it's, you know, it's an old machine to be running daily, putting 9, 10, 12 hour days on it, 7 days a week, that kind of thing. Not that it didn't do it, you know, it did it happily all day, every day. Beautiful little machine. But you know, we're in a position where upgrading was an option, so we've done that. But yeah, it's a good machine. The old machine was a good machine, hence why we stayed with Takeuchi. It's gone to a good home, and yeah, this is its replacement. We don't leave the machine anywhere, security wise, but if anyone's got any suggestions for any security that we can do with the machine, that would be great. Here in the UK, these things get nicked all the time, and I'm not saying the police don't try and do anything, it's just really hard for them to do anything. In fact, where we're actually here now working, which we'll do a video on, we're going to do a nice video on, but the weather's going to put stop to that. The guy next door is a plant hire company, and he's had 2 of his machines stolen out of that yard. So as you can imagine, this thing's not staying here. We should only be here for the day, but the hire company has massively let us down on the dumper again. Different story. But yeah, we always chuck it on the back of the trailer and take it home with us, because it's not worth it. We have left this on one of our sites that we do some work for, and they actually wrapped a 30-ton Volvo. They put this in between the tracks and stuck the arm around it, and tucked it in. So they had to nick the Volvo before they was going to nick this. So. But it's quite funny. I'll see if I can find some pictures of that and put up just to show you what it looked like. But yeah, anyway, here's a machine. Like I said, it's really tidy. We're going to try and keep on top of it. I mean, the arm doesn't look that tidy because it's got grease all over it, but yeah, it has been looked after. This machine did have the iDig 2D system installed on it from brand new, hence you can see these little plates. I'll show you these plates here. There was one here, and there's in the cab and all sorts. So that was quite interesting. James, when I went to pick this up, was showing me on his new, he bought a Cat 301.8 brand new next gen, lovely little machine that. But yeah, he was showing me the iDig system, and a brilliant tool, really good, but it's probably out of our price range at the moment. Let's let this machine earn us a bit of money, and then we'll probably look at doing something like that. But I mean, at the moment I'm half tempted to try and take those plates off, just to get a bit of sign writing on there really, or failing that, the original Takeuchi badge on it would be nice. But I wasn't a huge fan of this quick hitch. I've never been a huge fan of it. It's the wedge lock, so you put the adjustable spanner in there and basically turn it, and it literally wedges the back. You can see there you got a piston which wedges open and jams it in. But James, very rightly said, every time you put a bucket on it and you tighten it up, you're taking the slack out of the quick hitch. So in theory, that quick hitch, every time you tighten it up, it's like a brand new quick hitch. So yeah, it made sense to me to keep it. We didn't really have a lot of time, because the day we went and picked this machine up was the day, literally, we got back an hour later, someone turned up and bought our old machine, so we didn't have much chance to really swap and change any of the bits between it. Like I said, we did a deal on the buckets. I wanted to keep it. I think we've got, what have we got now? We've got that one, which is 9-inch teeth. We've got a 12-inch with no teeth. We've got an 18-inch with teeth. We're trying to find another 18-inch without teeth. We've got 2 24s, one with teeth, one without, and we've got ditch and bucket, which is over there, which has a mast on for grading, which hopefully we're going to use today, subject to this weather absolutely tipping it down. But yeah, that's the machine. Over the moon with it. It's been faultless since we've had it. It is due a service now. I think it's 1,500 hours it's due a service, so I'll try and get onto that this week. Subject to the weather. I've got a mate who's got a big unit, so I might try and take it over there and get it in. Let's have a quick look under the bonnet. Always keep it locked. Yeah, as you can see, a bit of oil around that oil filter there. Bit dusty, but that's to be expected with the jobs that we've been working on. We've had a lot of really dry weather. You can see genuine Takeuchi filters on there. when I bought the machine, it come with 2 sets of genuine Takeuchi filters as well, which is really good. And it's burnt no oil since we've had it. But yeah, full Takeuchi filters, which is brilliant. But yeah, we're over the moon with it. I mean, it's Takeuchi. It's comparison-wise to our old machine, which was a TB216. It's basically a TB216 without the undercarriage, the expanded undercarriage. Yeah, I mean, you can tell it's pretty much based on exactly the same machine. I would say it's probably sort of 10 to 15% better in every department. By that I mean sort of 10-15% quicker, power, you know, all that kind of stuff. The undercarriage is exactly the same. There's barely any difference in the undercarriage. It tracks exactly the same. If anything, it's probably more down to the wear and tear on the older machine. The old one was a little bit more forgiving in its tracks, so you could be more precise with it, whereas this one it's a bit more on and off. So it makes it a little bit harder to, you know, drive it as smoothly as the old one. But you know, generally speaking, it's quicker. It is a quicker machine, so it's always going to have that. You kind of knock the revs down a little bit and you're trying to sort of drive a little bit smoother. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic machine. We've pulled out, you know, tree roots and stuff like that. Stuff that we thought, ooh, we might struggle with this, but no, it just tore them out. The old machine obviously had a lot of hours on the clock, so you know, he was always going to be probably a little bit, you know, underpowered, you know, from new kind of thing, because it's got some wear and tear into it. But yeah, there's a sizable difference in the power between the two machines. I don't expect the gap would have been that big if they was on the same kind of hours, but yeah, this thing's got plenty of power into it, plenty of speed. Just like I said, there's zero wear in it. It drives really nice. You know, I've had a couple of family members who are in the game, and they've both operated it, you know, and they're literally like, it's like a new machine, you know, there's no wear in it at all. Interestingly, one of the people, family member who did drive it, was they run a lot of kit, and they've got same machine but Kabuto, 1.7 ton I think it was. All the bits and pieces on it, hydraulic quick hitch, you name it, they spec'd it right up. And he got into that, and he literally drove him back to back, and he said this was just miles better. He said it was quicker, it was smoother, more power. It's just a nicer place to be. Don't get me wrong, the cabs are a little bit dated now in them in comparison to, especially the Cat Next Gen, which James has bought. The cab in that and the toys you get in that was phenomenal. But yeah, I think Takeuchi are well known for just, you know, keeping it a little bit more basic, you know, less to go wrong, less to cause you issues, which we're happy with. You know, it's got a heater, heater, windscreen wiper, and a radio, so I'm over the moon with that. We're not getting soaked. Even today, I'm going to be jumping on and off a dumper, so it's going to be I'm going to get wet, but you know, I'm not going to get wet sat in that, and I've got a heater to try and dry me out. But yeah, really happy with the machine. Like I said, once again, thanks very much, James, and big shout out to James's boys. It's great to meet you all, and thanks for looking after the machine. Let's put it to work and get it earned some money. Cheers all.